WFM 91.7.
All right, so I bring you good news this morning. We have amazing people with me in the studio, and of course, they're going to be talking to us about Camosunate. All right, and when you hear Camosunate, malaria comes to mind, yeah. So today we are looking at treatment of malaria in children using Camosunate. All right, so today, the 28th day in the month of November 2023, we have some pharmacists here with us, of course, from Janet Pharmaceuticals, and they're going to be talking to us about treatment of malaria in children using Camosunate. So we'll just go ahead and meet them, and of course, we can go ahead and discuss Camosunate treatment of malaria in children. All right, so we'll see how all of that gets to work out. All right, so first with me in the studio is pharmacist Boto Abimbola. He is the AGM Sales and Marketing. Good morning. Thank you for coming through.
Good morning, listeners.
All right, so joining me again, we've had her once right here. I remember the first time she came, she was like, "Oh, can this happen?" I said, "Don't worry, just calm down." Even mommy was saying, "Don't worry, you'll get used to it." All right,
I've gotten used to it.
Oh yeah, you see, her confidence now is like over. All right, so we have pharmacist Ufondu Nemaka. Yes, I will get it right. I will.
You try.
Yeah, better than the first time.
Better than first time.
All right, you're welcome. You're welcome. How have you been since the last time?
Very well. I'm okay. I'm fine.
How's work going?
Fine.
All right, good to have you both here from Janet Pharmaceuticals, talking to us about Camosunate. So, let's start with you because she has been here before. So let's start with you.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So, tell us about Camosunate.
Yeah, first and foremost, let me introduce myself one more time.
Okay.
My name is pharmacist Abimbola Boto. I'm the AGM Sales and Marketing, and we are from Janet Pharmaceuticals. First and foremost, I want people to know, who are the people behind Janet Pharmaceuticals. Janet Pharmaceuticals have been in existence for over 2 decades now, and we have been very consistent when it comes to quality and all that. So one of our watchword is that we actually don't compromise quality. So what we want to ensure is at each point in time we are delivering quality and affordable product. As a matter of fact, we have we do what we call test analysis right throughout the supply chain method, right from the manufacturers down to Nigeria. So from the manufacturers we do test analysis. From Nigeria we do test analysis even with distributors, wholesalers, retailers, even down to the end user. So we do post-market analysis to ensure that at each point in time that you're getting medications, you are getting quality product. So Camosunate is just one of our flagship products, but we have quite a number of products. Camosunate is a flagship product among the numerous quality products that we have. So now back to Camosunate. Camosunate is our flagship product, like I said earlier on, and is a synergistic combination of artesunate and amodiaquine indicated for the treatment of uncomplicated malaria caused by a species called Plasmodium falciparum.
All right, thank you so much, pharmacist Abimbola. Can I call you that? Is that okay?
Go ahead.
Okay.
It's okay.
All right, so let's come back to you.
Okay.
Namaka. So let's know the symptoms of malaria in children because pharmacist Abimbola has just told us what Camosunate is about and Janet Pharmaceutical in general and all of that. So let us know what are some of the symptoms of malaria in children.
Okay, there are various symptoms of malaria in children, and these symptoms begin 10 days after the infection. That's exposure to the infected female Anopheles mosquito. There are symptoms like headache, fever, chills, and for most kids, they don't really know what's wrong with them, and most times for you to ascertain what is really wrong with them, you have to run a test for the child. We also have symptoms like jaundice, and most times malaria can lead to death in children, and these deaths are preventable and treatable with Camosunate. So I advise every mother listening to us now that they should go for Camosunate wherever their child is down with malaria because it's an effective medication from Janet Pharmaceuticals Limited.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Namaka, for that, giving us a rundown of the symptoms of malaria in children. All right. So, are there many other combinations of anti-malarials? And let's even know first. Are they Are there other combinations of anti-malarials out there?
There are a lot of lot of numerous combinations of anti-malaria in Nigeria.
So what makes this one so special, especially for children?
All right, let me just say this: malaria has become an ancient scourge, of humanity, and research has shown that almost half of the world population lives in countries where malaria is endemic, even in Nigeria at the moment. And the worst hits of malaria are the children between the age of 6 months to 6 years. And that is why, we bring our Camosunate in different ranges and all that. Now, we have Camosunates for different ages. We have for adults, we have for 7 to 13, we have for 1 to 6, and we have for less than 1 year. But because the children are the most hit, so, and if the children, as far as we're concerned, are the future of this generation, so we should not let malaria, hinder their future. So that is why we are bringing Camosunate. So now, come back to the combinations in the Nigerian market. Like I said, we have quite a number of combinations in the Nigerian market. But what makes Camosunate so unique? One, if you look at Camosunate comes in a dissolvable granules. What do I mean by that? Dissolvable granules in the sense that it's high dissolution rate and high absorption rate. So what that means is that it gives fast onset of action. So what it means is that by the time you are taking Camosunate, you get almost immediate treatment, cure rate. So that's one of the advantage. And we also observe that sometimes we should not share from the fact that babies can identify something that is bitter, and most of the quinine derivatives are always bitter. They have this bitter aftertaste. So what we did for children, to ensure that there is compliance for children, what we did was to pleasantly flavor Camosunate. So Camosunate for children are vanilla flavored, so that it eliminates this issue of bitter aftertaste that comes along with quinine derivatives. So another good thing, unique selling proposition for Camosunate is it comes in a unit dose sachet granules. So the unit dose granules means that it eliminates the issue of you want to storage problems, stability problems, and all that. So, and for this, because it comes in this unit dosage granules, what that means is that what you have this issue of degradation due to hydrolysis, because what happens in most cases, if you look at most of the suspensions of anti-malarials in the market, by the time you use part of it, you keep the other one in the refrigerator, but at the end of the day there is possibility of this degradation due to hydrolysis. But our Camosunate is in unit dosage form, unit dosage granules, and that is why it's very unique as compared to the other combinations in the Nigerian market. Ultimately, it is very affordable. It is very affordable. So one thing is you have a good quality product. One thing is you have fantastic product. But if it is not affordable, it means the Nigerian populace will not be accessible.
Tell us about it. Tell us about it, because now that we have lots of people coming on and saying that drugs are getting very expensive right now. So, but for Camosunate to actually still make this affordable is good. Go ahead. Let's hear your name.
In addition to what he said, the Camosunate children also has this residual protection, which means that when the child takes this drug for, like when you take this drug after completing the dose for 3 days, and you are exposed to this mosquito bite at all, you have protection for 30 days afterwards, unlike the other ACT combinations. Yes, that's why Camosunate is very affordable, because when you try to calculate how much you spend in treating a child malaria and the child comes up again with malaria, it's better you buy Camosunate. It's easier for the mothers. Now the mothers don't go through the hassle of giving the child the drug. They can easily give the child the drug without any stress.
Okay, so what's
fantastically, Camosunate has almost 100% cure rate.
Wow.
So you know what that means. So it means people are getting value for their money.
My question now is, how did Janet Pharmaceuticals sit down and think about this thing?
We are very innovative company. Very innovative. We are very innovative. As far, like I said earlier, Janet Pharmaceuticals, we don't compromise quality. We take quality as one of our watchword, because we believe if you can deceive people once people get to know that they have been deceived, they don't come back. So we don't want that. We are one of the leading players in the pharmaceutical industry at the moment. And that is why we've been in the market for over 2 decades at the moment. And we have been very consistent. A lot of people have been in the market for 5-6 years and they're out of the market. Why? Because they've not been consistent in terms of quality. But Janet Pharmaceuticals has always stand their ground. They don't compromise on certain things. And, coupled with the fact that we are delivering these quality products, we also want to ensure that Nigerians, it is affordable to Nigerians. So we just don't want mother to, we don't want cost to be an hindrance, to you having quality products. So that is why, Genuine Pharmaceuticals we are innovative company, always on ground, and we are very compassionate.
All right, thank you so much for giving us a rundown on that. Well, if you just joined us, this is Women Radio WFM 91.7, and of course we have representatives from Janet Pharmaceuticals, and they're here talking to us about Camosunate, all right, especially for the treatment of malaria in children. Okay, I'm sure that you must have heard one or two things that would definitely help you make informed decisions. All right, I'll come back to you, Pharmacy Fondu, Nemeka. Now, why should, I know he has said it, but I just want to hear it from you, because sometimes, as women, when you hear it from a mother to another mother, you might want to take it hook, line, and sinker. So, why should Camosunate be the first point of call for children who are, who are dealing with malaria, or for children, or for the treatment of malaria in children?
So, as a mom of 2 toddlers, I know what it means when my child is not feeling fine. Me, myself, it means I'm not feeling fine. I'm not productive at work. So, whenever I give my child Camosunate, first thing first, the child don't throw up the medication, because most times when you give a child all those bitter drugs, you end up buying more than 2, 3, 4 bottles.
Sure.
And they end up not even gaining anything from it. But once you give a child Camosunate, you come back from work, and most times it's not morning and night thing. So it's once a day thing. It's easier for you to give.
Yeah.
You can give it at night, you can give it in the morning before going to work. You don't have to start thinking of, okay, my child is in the crèche, I have to give more medications and all. It's just a once a day dosing, and once you are done with that, after 3 days, it's just 3 days medication, and after 3 days the child is back happy and healthy. As a mom, you will feel okay, you will feel relaxed, and you will be more productive. So I would advise every mother listening to me now, once the child is down with malaria, please use Camosunate. And because of this residual protection, I keep saying it to every mother I see, there is no way we can run away from this mosquito bite. There is no way. We're in the tropics. Our environment, our climate conditions actually encourages the breeding of this mosquito. So for your child to be safe, please use Camosunate. Camosunate children, it comes in a pink pack, and when you open it, it comes in a sachet of 2. So the mothers, what they do is, the sachet of 2 pair in one combined sachet, just mix it in water, 5 mils of water. You don't need to start shaking, or you understand the hassle of mixing medications these days. So you just mix it, it dissolves easily, you give it to your child, and child, you are good to go. Yeah.
All right, so before we go, because we just have about a minute or so, tell us how Janet Pharmaceuticals actually have Nigerians at heart, how they actually think about Nigerians, and why we have something like Camosunate and so many other, products from Janet Pharmaceutical too.
Yeah, I'll tailor this question towards the children, because what we are treating at the moment is a treatment of malaria in children.
Yeah.
You understand? I said something the other time. I said malaria has become a nation's scourge of humanity. And if you look at the statistics, you realize that 10% of deaths in children are caused by malaria. So what does that tell you? It means that malaria is not something we can play with.
Yeah.
And some babies, neonates, cannot talk. They don't even know what is happening to them. So that is why, because most of these deaths have come out of ignorance, or out of the fact that most women don't even know what to do. And that is why we are going all out to, reorientate the minds of the people.
Okay.
We've seen situations where you have a lot of anti-malaria combinations in the market that has failed. And like I said earlier on, I said Camosunate has almost 100% cure rate. So it means you are sure of what you are getting. And like she rightly said, even after, the treatment and all that, you still have about 31 days. So Camosunate is like a vaccination towards you having malaria for the next 31 days. That's what it means.
All right, thank you so much. Okay, just our time is up.
Okay, so I want to plead our mothers out there, those people listening to me, let me speak in the 3 languages I can speak. Biko, Ejo, Dahala. Whenever your child comes down with malaria, please please and please use Camosunate for you to have peace of mind. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. So the last voice you heard is pharmacist Ofondu Ne Amaka, and we have pharmacist Obota Bimbola, who is the AGM Sales and Marketing, and you are the Assistant Product Manager for Camosunate. So
Yes.
thank you for coming through all the way from Janet Pharmaceuticals this morning to talk to us about treating malaria in children using Camosunate. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you,
very
Rosie.
much. Thank you very much.
All right, so you're still tuned into Women Radio WFM 91.7. Do keep your dial locked right here. Coming up at 12 is the news. At 12:05, our 16 days of activism will continue. All right, so we have first responders coming up to tell us their stories, challenges, and of course the way forward. Do want to stay tuned to Women Radio.